in my town, keep chasing that bag, cause I'ma keep on going. I'ma keep on showing.
Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy South Central. We back in the building, man. Today we got Don Lemon and we got Joe Rogan. Okay, we got a little piece of that. So today is gonna be about illegal immigration. Obviously, I'm sure you guys seen with Don Lemon, the encounter he had throughout an interview throughout Chicago with a legal immigrant from Mexico. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all a little 2 cents. I'm gonna give y'all a South Central rant, man, because this interview did something to me. Okay. Now, mind you, I am from South Central. You can see it in the name. Thank you guys for subscribing and checking this channel out. But I have a bone to pick when it comes to illegal immigration. Why? Look at my city. It's plain to see. All right. It's put on the forefront what illegal immigration would do, right? And when it comes to illegal immigration, these liberals love to send them to our communities. When I say our communities, I mean the predominantly Black communities. Okay, they send them to our communities and let us deal with them, deal with illegal immigrants. Right? They make us stick up for them, but they only gain strength with numbers. Okay, everything is for the raza, the race. They're not fair. Okay, and throughout this video, I'll explain to you why I feel the way I feel about them. And right, this is probably a controversial take. I think that they're the Hispanics, Mexico, and illegal immigrants who come from Mexico, okay? They're the most disrespectful people in this country. Now, tag along with me. Now we'll further explain, man. If you guys are watching, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, man. Let's get into the first video.
Hi guys, go to the link. How are you?
Hi,
Can we talk to you?
We court employees. We can't talk on camera, but hey!
Hey, what's up? Why can't you talk?
Because we court employees.
And you have a First Amendment.
No, they're not at work. Wait till we get off
You're
the
like,
court.
I gotta pay my bills,
I
boo.
don't want to get in trouble.
All right, I understand that. All right, so if there's a link there, so you grab the link, and that's it. Is that what happens? You want to grab the link?
She wants to talk to you. She said you need to talk to people that have.
Okay.
That it would be nice to hear different points of view and not just
This
those that
is-
are for the mayor.
Oh, that we're not doing a thing on people who are for the mayor. He's a mayor of the city, and we just want to know
Okay.
what's happening with immigration. Okay, so
No, I'm not really, but I'm just saying, we're from Kansas City,
okay,
but originally from Mexico. So I kind of know what's going on.
okay, but you don't live in Chicago.
No, we don't live in Chicago.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. It's nice to meet
But
you.
we are for immigration, though. I mean, they have to do it legally, and they have to do it the right way. Mexico right now is doing mass deportations on all the people that stayed illegally,
Right.
because that's how you manage a country. And it's not about hating people, myself as an immigrant. It's just about doing things the right way.
Yeah.
You know,
I understand that, but we don't like people being roughed up. America doesn't do that. America's about due process. And if you're going to come to this country, of course you need to do it legally. You need to follow the things. But in America, if you're going to go and pick someone up, you have to have due process. You've got to have a warrant. You got to show them that there is a reason.
What happened to due process when it comes to coming into this country illegally? My question is, why do the liberals want due process when they already get here illegally? Like, I don't get that, right? Well, how about have borders first? Don't allow them to come in and come in the right way. My thing is, it's like after they broke the law, they want you to be nice and careful to them. Like, bro, at the end of the day, they came here illegally. These people may speak a different language, but they're not stupid. All right. These people think that they're fucking stupid. They talk like these people don't know what the hell they're doing. They come here illegally, knowing that there's an opportunity, and also that there's a possibility that they may get caught and get held accountable. So when they get held accountable, why are you pointing the finger at us saying that treat them this way, treat them that way? You don't get the benefit of getting treated any way you want to. That's not how this country works. Okay, not even for Americans, right? And especially if you look up some videos, that's not how people are getting treated in Mexico. That that basically came to Mexico and tried to start a life out there, that's American. No, they understand what borders mean. They understand what culture mean. They understand that you have to uphold the law. But when it comes to us in America, there's a different standard. And my thing is this. Yes, people may not like people getting mishandled and things of that nature, but my thing is this. You have a self-deportation app that we'll pay for. If you don't want to get mishandled, self-deportate. It's simple. We'll pay for it. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. You break the law, you break the law. You get held. You got to get held accountable. But literally in this country, we're saying, hey, we're willing to pay for your ticket, right? So my question is, what's the problem? If you did not want to get mishandled, self-deportate. And if you don't want to self-deportate, you got to understand what it comes with. It's just like running from the law. If you get caught by the police, you might get your ass beat. That's just what it is. Is it wrong? Is it right? Who cares? But at the end of the day, you know what come with it. These people are not dumb. Basically, if there's a deportation app and there's plenty of ads saying that, hey, and all you gotta do is self-deportate. If you came here illegally, we'll pay for it. And also you have a chance to apply to be an actual citizen. You get to plead your case. They say, fuck that. Get it in blood. Catch me when you can. Adios, amigos. So when I catch you, you might get your ass beat. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. You might get your ass beat because ain't that a disrespectful thing, right? If I'm telling you, hey, we'll pay for it, get up out of here, do it the right way. You got plenty of chances. A lot of countries won't give you these chances. Why are you playing with our patience? Why are you playing with our country? Why are you playing with our laws, right? We respect you enough to at least allow you to work for your family for the time being, right? Because most people know you're illegal. We could have been called on you. And if we did, most of the time they didn't do their job, especially with the Biden administration. But now that we have Trump in office and he's going to do his job, you can't point the finger at Trump and say, you're terrible for what you're doing. No. They're terrible for lying to these people, saying that there is no repercussions for you breaking a law. I'm more mad at the people who's breaking a law. I'm more mad at the people who's saying that there's no repercussions to breaking the law because you lied to them, not us. I remember when y'all said that there is no illegal immigration. There is no border crisis. There's no such thing. So now that it is a border crisis and we understand that it's a border crisis and we trying to fix the problem, you can't tell us how to fucking fix the problem. You started it, right? You started it, but we're going to get more into it, man. We're going to get deeper into it. I want you to understand and look at how he's handling this conversation, right? He's handling it just like a liberal. They want to tell you what it is. They don't want to hear you out. They want to tell you what it is and play with your emotions and manipulate you into being more liberal, okay? Being less understanding of law and more understanding when it comes to people breaking the law. And my thing is this: we must hold people accountable, because if we don't hold people accountable, you have a lawless country. All right, you have a lawless country, and it might start with y'all, man. At the end of the day, we got to make examples out of them. I'm sorry.
To do it, there is, you know what I'm saying? And so maybe in Mexico that's different, but we don't beat our people up here. We're not supposed to.
Mexico's in North America, so North America is a continent. So you do have to do things the right way, and anywhere.
But Mexico doesn't go by the same rules that we do. We're the biggest democracy in the country, in the world. And we believe that we treat people humanely here.
No, I get that. And the thing is that when you come from a country that is not the U.S.,
we are treating them humanely. We're saying self-deport. Get yourself out of here before I get in your face and I have to find your ass, basically. If I gotta find you, it's gonna be worse. That's humane. Go home. Self-deportate. You got here illegally. You made your money. You sent money back home. You cheated the system for 6 years, 10 years, however long you've been here. You don't speak English. You're speaking Spanish. You're waving your flag every goddamn where. You're playing this crazy music. At the end of the day, you did what you want to do for X amount of years. Self-deportate. That's the most humane thing I ever heard in my life. That's the most humane thing I ever heard in my life. What else do you want? What else do you want people to do? It's crazy. Y'all want to control the crisis, and y'all want to control how we handle the crisis. That's not how that works, bro. It's not how it works.
yes, you really see the blessing coming to a country that has freedom, a country that
I
gives.
completely agree with you, but you also see the way that you should not treat people. And I don't think people are protesting out here because they're upset that that they believe that people should just come over illegally. I think they're upset because of the way that they are doing it and that they are not going through the people. If you want to come to Chicago and you want to bring in the National Guard, you have to talk to the local officials and get their approval. That's how it works here. And you cannot just pick someone.
What if the local officials cause the problem? Think about that. What if the local officials cause the problem? Why would I go to them to solve a problem that they caused? Y'all want too much grace. That's the problem with y'all liberals. Y'all make laws that don't work. Y'all control cities that's destroyed. And y'all destroy them from the ground up. And then when help come and structure comes, y'all get angry about the structure. That's not how that works. You move the fuck out the way. You don't have the answers, obviously. So you don't get to tell me what to do. Oh, what about this? They know what about nothing. You're done, right? When you lie about the border being a border crisis, when you lie about illegal immigrants coming by the thousands, by the millions, who are you to even have the gall to speak to us about what we should do and what we shouldn't do? At this point, you don't get to choose or have a comment on how we fix this problem. You started it. You said it doesn't exist. We found out that it do exist. We voted in somebody that's going to actually do their fucking job, right? At this point, maybe we should just put them back in cages. I don't know. Maybe that works. Maybe that's going to make them self-deportate before we start whooping their ass or treating them unfair, however you want to say it. Okay? Just like Obama did. Try the Obama method. Let's do that.
Up and say, I'm going to grab you, whether they are undocumented or not,
Totally.
or documented or not.
Others the way that you want to be treated correctly.
Right. So I think that's why people are protesting.
Yeah, and I agree with that. That's good, and that applies anywhere. It doesn't matter what country. That applies everywhere.
I agree.
You want to be treated the way that you want to treat others.
Right. But if you come, you want to do it the proper way. If you want to come.
Exactly. And that's anywhere. So I think that also people need to understand that, because a lot of them have signs that said, no human is illegal. Yeah. But once you enter the wrong way, doing it the proper way, you're breaking the law. And I think that we need to see both sides of it.
It's not a criminal act. And the president is a criminal, and he's in the highest office in the land. Coming over and being undocumented is not a criminal act. It does not deserve someone to be pushed to the ground and handcuffed. It's not. And so if you live, let me just tell you, I just got to be honest with you. If you come from a place like Mexico or whatever, you're from Mexico?
Yes.
If you come from a place like Mexico, you're right. We have amazing opportunities in this country. And the reason we have those is because we have a constitution where we treat people humanely and we believe in immigration and people coming over. Not everybody.
See the entitlement? Even when you break the law, you still want to be treated a certain way. What about treating this country like shit by saying, fuck them borders? I understand what not to do, but I'm going to cross and do whatever the fuck I want. What about that? What about them coming into our communities, predominantly black communities, and saying, hey, I'm going to keep popping out kids. I'm going to make people feel uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck about the raza. I'm going to wave my flag every fucking where. I don't give a fuck what you say, how you say it. Learn Spanish. I remember in school, they try to make us learn Spanish. Y'all basically conquering us from within. And y'all playing with our emotions and playing with our intelligence, saying that, no, I'm just here to help and cut your grass. Fuck out of here. You're not. Come on now. You're not. Stop. Not all of you. Majority of y'all probably not. Look at downtown Los Angeles. Look at damn near everywhere in LA, Inglewood, Compton. Majority of them. Okay, majority of them. How did that happen? Yeah, black people are unaliving each other, and we're dying in the womb by our black mothers. But how did that happen? How did they change the demographic within less than a decade? Because they come here. They invite family, they pop them out, they keep doing it. It's literally like immigration fraud, bro. It's literally immigration fraud. At this point, when do you take a stand? It's not gonna be pretty, it's not gonna look good, it's not gonna sound good, it's not gonna be not everybody gonna be happy about the outcome. Okay, but the outcome needs to be the protection of this country, and we need to respect this country. And if you don't, get the fuck out. They want to control how we deal with the problem, knowing damn well they created the problem. And I don't think it's fair. I think that they should go in their little quiet closet and shut the fuck up, because y'all didn't care about the law when y'all was in office and y'all had the power. Y'all didn't care nothing about the law, but now y'all do. And we need to start holding these lefty liberals accountable, because they're the part of the problem. Y'all don't care about the truth. Y'all don't care about the law. Y'all care nothing about anything but what you want. And that's their voter base, right? That's their voter base. And I truly believe that, because what type of government official would do that? What would support illegal immigration, knowing damn well it's tearing down the country? And if you black, like the mayor of Chicago, what is the incentive to literally what is it called? Replace the population of black people? What's the incentive? Why are you doing that? What's the purpose? Why are you so gun-ho about doing stuff like that? Why are you spending the taxpayer dollars to feed them? Why are you spending the taxpayer dollars to fulfill their needs when Americans have needs? What's the purpose? What does it give you? Why are you doing that? Obviously, it's for some specific reason that we know nothing about. And I honestly believe that that's their voter base, okay? Because they're going to lie, cheat, instead. That's what Democrats do.
It comes over and they're going to do it the same way. Sometimes people come over under desperate situations and they need to get out. And we have to understand that. But the reason that we have all these things and that you love America is because people have due process. Is because we don't treat people inhumanely. It's because we don't beat people up. It's because we don't throw people in detention centers in horrible conditions. That's why you love America. If we did that, then we would be the same as the places people are coming from, looking for more freedoms and more opportunities.
I also see a dark.
I could see if we did it for no reason. We're doing it for a specific reason. They broke the law. You have to make an example out of people who's choosing to break the law. You cannot have a country with subpar laws. Somebody get to break it. You hold other people accountable that break it. There is no favoritism here. Us as Americans can't break the law and be okay with what's going on. All right. You have to obey the law. That's what this country has. Okay. Mexico got their laws, and this is why this young lady is bringing that up. I don't know what's so hard to understand that. We're not this country didn't get the way it did by allowing shit just to happen and people just run over this country. No, you hold people accountable. This country is loved, right? Because there is justice. Justice means that if you break the law, you will have to you will get reprimanded. You will have to pay. There is nobody getting away with shit. And if people start getting away with shit, what's the law for? Why do I have to follow the law? If everybody gets to break the law, why do I have to follow it? Now it's like favoritism. I shouldn't have to follow it. They breaking it. They get all subsidies for doing bad things, right? And bad things in this country is breaking the law. It's simple, but he's trying to manipulate this lady into believing that this country is a free for all, and it's annoying.
Side of it though, because now you see cities like California, Chicago.
You mean Los Angeles? States like California.
Yes, exactly. States like California, with cities like Los Angeles and other parts of California, Chicago, and then you see Portland, and then you see all these other places where people are just breaking the law constantly, and they're just getting a slap on the wrist and send their way. And
where's it? Portland? There's no emergency. There's no crime. In all of these cities that you're talking about, crime is down.
Okay, when you
always have issues with crime in big cities.
Just like the city of love.
Videos on TV of people just going in stores and stealing merchandise and just running out with
that shouldn't happen, but what does that have to do with immigration?
What I'm saying is that it has to do a lot with immigration, because you are saying that crossing illegally is not a crime. They're not breaking the law. That's my thing. If you
not a crime.
Go to Japan and try to do it illegally, and I guarantee you,
we don't live in Japan. That's the thing.
Okay, but
do you want to live under Japan?
He is you are a terrible person, Mr. Open Buns. You are a very terrible person, bro. You are trying to gaslight this lady and try to play games mentally, like as if you're smarter than her, bro. You know what she's saying. Stop trying to gaslight. Stop trying to point the finger elsewhere. You know exactly what she's saying. You guys brought these people here under false pretense that they would not be held accountable. Nothing's free in this country. Not even citizenship. Nothing's free. Everybody has to pay into this system, right? You don't have a right to just break the law and come here and get paid under the table and hide. And you don't get to do that, bro. You don't get to do that. You don't get to cause a crime of that nature. You can't go into You can't go into an organization and steal your way in there and act like you belong here. All right, because these people have become entitled. All right, they're here. Oh yeah, you got to give me this now. Yeah, so what? Move over. Yeah, I'm waving this Mexican flag over the American flag. These people are very entitled. Okay, they're not thankful that they're here. They're not trying to learn English. They're trying to keep their culture while running away from their country. They're cowards in my eyes, right? And it's kind of disrespectful how they use the 14th Amendment to their gain, but states that support the black cause, ironically. Facts. At the end of the day, they don't care about black people. They don't care about anything, any of that nature, because they will not allow these illegal immigrants to be inside our communities and literally take over, right? Replacement theory is happening to us, and we're the ones fighting for this shit. Not majority of them, because you got black people protesting against the foolishness and saying, hey, let them fight for themselves. They wrong. I'm from California where it happened. I'm from South Central where this shit is literally happening. You don't even see black people like that no more. You don't even see it no more. It's literally all Mexicans, bro. And they very disrespectful. They have this is where I do my little rant. They go inside these warehouses. They treat black people funny. They get their peoples in. They keep ordering. They keep allowing more people in. They care about their own race. They don't care about nobody else but themselves. And telling us to move over while we invited them into our community. We did it with it. You still got black people doing the shit. Oh yeah, them black and brown. They don't give a fuck about no black and brown. Only when it's political. They care about that black and brown shit. Other than that shit don't check out. It never does. When the cameras turn off, get the fuck out of here. Wait, but I allowed you into my community. Yeah, but get the fuck out of here. I got numbers now. I'm winning by numbers now. I popped 30 babies out, and I invited my cousins. Come here, come on. But I only invited you into this community. Why are you inviting all these other illegal immigrants? Now, when we call ICE, we wrong still. Then you got the black liberals. Why would you do that? Fuck you. How about that? Somebody got to hold these people accountable. Somebody got to stop this shit because, like, come on, it's wrong. At this point, if I'm in somebody's house, bro, straight up, if I'm in somebody's house, I'm not going to make myself feel comfortable. I'm not going to stamp my flag in somebody else's house. I'm going to be as quiet as possible, be respectful as possible, and I'll learn their language and be respectful. It's just that simple. They don't give a fuck about being respectful. It got to a point where they're entitled. But we're suffering as black individuals, black people, because they don't put them in their area. They put them around us. Now we got to deal with them. We got to fight them off. When they want to start a new little gang or a tagging crew, whatever the fuck, guess who they fuck with? Us. Okay? But then they claim they black power and all this bullshit, man. So I'm tired of it. I don't think that we should care about treating them. Oh, don't treat them unfair. I don't give a fuck. We already treat them not fair. We already treated them fair. And guess what they did? Look in the black communities right now. We don't have much blacks. We don't. I even was watching the Kendrick Lamar situation in Inglewood with my girl. You look at the crowd, it's literally Mexicans every fucking where. It's like, what the fuck? Where do we go? Where do we go? All of us are gone. We're gone. Even in jail, we're overpopulated. We're outnumbered. They fucking us up by the. Come on, bro. Like, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Huh? We asking them to stop, but like, bro, they don't give a fuck. They take over. They don't sit there and be fair and say, you know what? I am inviting too many people. You guys have been nice to us. No, move the fuck over. That's how they feel. Move over. I'm tired of it, bro. And it's going to be weird how the Mexican president made I don't know how to say that, slip of wanting to change the Southwest Constitution in an old basis. And old basis. Let me see. I'm gonna show you this shit, bro. The real reason it gave Texas more leverage. Bro, at the end of the day, it's crazy, bro. We need to do something, bro. We need to do something. We can't have this go on, bro. And we got to stop listening to these liberals, bro. Like they give a fuck about us, bro. It's all politics. They don't give a fuck about us. It's all politics, bro. We're going to listen a little bit more of this shit.
Companies rule that you're making my point. You don't want to live under a dictatorship.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that America is heading that way. Because we're only giving slaps on the wrist instead of enforcing the law. So when
things that we need to work with, but we cannot brutalize people and not give them due process. Do we need to work on people who don't serve enough time in jail and other things? Absolutely. Yes. But that is not the same as immigration. And that, look, I think people should come here the right way. But also, I'm not in a dire situation where I'm going to judge how someone comes in the country when they are in fear of their lives or they have no opportunities. I'm not going to judge how they
call me the president as a criminal, so that's judging.
No, I'm not judging. That's fact. How's that judging?
Okay, crossing the border illegally is not a crime.
No, it's not a criminal act. It's a
Okay.
misdemeanor.
So why are they being sent back and saying that they're breaking the law?
That's the point.
Okay, as somebody that
A misdemeanor is a fucking crime. He knows what he's saying. I think that he's belittling her, bro. I feel offended. And shout out to her for learning English. You know what I'm saying? At least learning English. Yeah, man. And this right here, it's deodorant. Okay, I threw my shirt on. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. But don't get the wrong idea. But the thing is that she learned English. She's telling him what it is. She went through the process, and she's literally being honest with him and having an honest conversation. It seemed like he has an agenda. It's just that simple. It seems like he has an agenda. He's not having an open conversation with a lady who just want to tell him what she experienced and understands what breaking the law and entering illegally and doing nothing about it, what it does to a country. He's saying, fuck what you talking about. Fuck what you talking. That's literally what he's saying. Fuck what you talking about. We don't need a dictator. But bro, how's that a dictator if he's doing his job? It's America's job. It's the president's job to protect American citizens and to protect the borders of our country. Yeah, but you don't want to be a different country. No, the fuck out of here, bro. America got great because of holding people accountable. When you make a lawless country, lawlessness happens. Then you start vigilantism because we're not going to keep taking this shit. Some of this shit, it has to stop. But you keep playing on people's emotions and you're not listening to the lady telling you what it is. And she understands literally common sense. Literally telling you common sense. You said, no, it's a misdemeanor. It's not a criminal. Bitch, a misdemeanor is a crime. Dumbass. You go to jail for a misdemeanor. The fuck is wrong with this dude? He's a retard. He's a retard on purpose. He knows the truth, but he wants to play political games with somebody's life. And you're affecting our lives. I can't listen to you.
We don't know if they're breaking the law because they won't tell. There's no due process. Where's the evidence? That's the whole point. And if they are breaking the law, most people will say, okay, then they need to go if they're criminals. But if they're not, why are they being rounded up and sent out? Especially when he promised to deport the criminals. And now he's not doing that.
Yeah, I don't think we're going.
Misdemeanor is not a crime.
Yeah.
So misdemeanor is not.
It's not a criminal act. No, if you get charged with a misdemeanor, that's not a criminal act.
Why charge at all then, if it's not a criminal act?
Because we have different levels of crime. Everything is not the same.
So it is crime.
No,
it's just
we have
different
different levels of. I shouldn't say crime, but it's not.
Facts, bro. I'm gonna have to let this show, man. You're 100%. 100%. They state being against a dictator, but use more authoritarianism measures and wonder why dictatorial measures become more prevalent. Facts. And it does because for every extreme, there's another extreme. If you sit there and say, oh, there's no such thing as crossing the borders and our borders being destroyed. And then all of a sudden we find out that it's true. Don't you think another president gonna do his fucking job and say, get them the fuck out of here by any means? I don't care about how these people feel, what they don't, how they feel about it. Are they mad? Who cares? You lied. So why the fuck do I want to hear what you have to say? Why? Don't tell me how to fix the problem when you caused it. That's not how this shit works. Okay? You keep doing shit that's fucked up. Eventually people just stop following rules and say, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Because I'm gonna get judged either way, especially Trump. Trump can't do his job without being judged. Period. I don't give a fuck what he do good. If they gonna find something, I'm not, like I said, I love Trump at the end of the day, but I'm not a perfect fan of him. He's not Jesus, but certain things he do wrong, certain things he do right. But this situation, he right. Okay, he got to do something about it. Obama did way worse. He locked niggas in cages. I think, maybe he was wrong a little bit, but it was effective. Like, maybe we need to start putting back in cages because obviously telling them they could self-deportate is not working. Like, hey, I'm trying to be nice and I'm trying to pay for your ticket to get the fuck up out of here and also allow you another chance to become a citizen without holding that against you coming here illegally, but you won't even listen. You won't even take that. So now if when I grab your ass and I have to grab you because you ain't listening to me in front of everybody, now you mad at me? That's not how that works. I gave you a chance to leave. You didn't want to leave. So guess what? You're going to get what's coming. And you basically saying this. If I give you a chance to deportate without me causing problems and making it look bad or anything of that nature, and you don't do it, you're basically saying, catch me when you can, motherfucker. And guess what? When I catch you, it's not going to be what you want. It says, you said, Thomas the attack engine said, maybe they got used by criminals for such a system that support, which is sad. Facts. And this is the video before it will stop. Facts.
It's not a crime. You're not breaking the law. I mean, you are breaking the law, but it's not a criminal act.
So it's breaking the law.
It's
No,
breaking the law, but it's
you're
just
not breaking the
different
law.
level of
The misdemeanor is not
crime.
breaking the law.
No.
If you're speeding, drinking, get pulled over, DUI.
That's not a criminal. Well, no,
It's a
if you're
misdemeanor.
speeding is a misdemeanor.
It's a
Right.
misdemeanor. So it's still breaking the law.
Okay, but if you want to qualify that, we're doing semantics.
Because
But what I'm
was
saying,
pulled over?
but what I'm trying to tell you is,
This nigga sick, bro. This is why his buns is buttered. You feel what I'm saying? This is why I can't fuck with him anyways. His buns is getting buttered. I think that fuck with his mind a little bit. You playing fucking games. You saying you playing semantics with the law. Bitch, if it's a misdemeanor, you broke the law. No matter what. Yeah, but you broke it. Stop playing with people, bro. Like, stop playing with people. That's why I can't respect what you're saying. Obviously, you have an agenda, bro. She being her husband. I love her husband, dog. He's stepping in, being the man. Hey, look, tell him what it is, man. Tell him what it is. He, you know what I'm saying? He might respect you a little bit more. Like, at this point, bro, like, well, why are you playing games with this lady? She being honest with you, having an honest conversation. Why are you playing games with her mentally? Why? To where her husband got to step in and say, bro, a misdemeanor is that. And this nigga gonna sit there and smirk. I don't know if I can play it over for you guys, but that nigga gonna sit there and smirk because you know he got caught. You know you lying. What we talking about? Why are you trying to make her feel sad about people being arrested? People get arrested, motherfucker, for doing crimes. I'm sorry. What do you expect? Even Americans, it happened to. Oh, you just gonna barge you in and imagine if a dude was a kingpin. I'm not saying they're on the same level, got it. All right, well, they're illegal immigrants. Okay, still, there is no way. There is no. It's just the law. If I can catch this motherfucker while he out eating with his family, I'm gonna get him. He was running. Sorry, I'm gonna get him. Does it look good? Fuck no. But I got him. Shit, you don't get to pick and choose when you get caught. These people are not dumb. These illegal immigrants are not fucking stupid. They may speak a different language, but they're not dumb. They're very intelligent people. There's a probability, a high probability of somebody getting office. It's just like a person. There's a new managerial system, right? It's a new manager in here. If you not meeting numbers, the last manager was your boy. If you're not meeting the number that you're supposed to make, new manager, you getting cut. It's just what it is. Now there's a new manager in town. All right. Other people didn't hold the law like they're supposed to. I'm gonna hold the fucking law. You in danger. Get the fuck out of here now. You saved your money. You sent it back home. You did what you wanted to do. You stamped your flag and shit. I don't know if you bought a house, whatever the fuck you did. You did what you did before the law caught up to you. Get the fuck out. Take the gold and run. Take the gold and run. He's not gonna hold you. He's not gonna hold you to it. You're not gonna go to jail in Mexico for doing what you did out here. You know what I'm saying? So take this shit and run. Y'all want to be bold. Y'all want to be disrespectful. Y'all want to stay here. So guess what come with that? That's what come with that. You're not gonna make me feel bad for the outcome. These niggas have plenty of time to get the fuck out of here. Some of these people been here for 20, 30 years, not learning a lick of English. 10 years, 20 years, not learning a lick of English, don't want to learn it. Shame every Mexican who actually integrated into the system, but they don't want to fucking leave. But when it's time for them to go, they crying. My family, fuck you. Man, fuck it, man. I don't care. Yeah, fuck you. You said fuck my country, fuck you. How about that? You're not gonna come in this. I'm not gonna never go to Mexico and do what the fuck I want to do. Stamp an American flag in your fucking country. And don't think I ain't gonna be hanging on a motherfucking freeway with my head chopped off. But here, since you got the freedom to do it, you do it. It's called disrespectful. Even if you got the freedom to do it, be respectful about it, though. That's all I'm asking y'all. If you're gonna be here legally, be fucking respectful, bro. Y'all sitting here stamping flags and doing shit disrespectfully. I wouldn't do that to y'all because it's the respect that we have in America. You don't go somewhere else and tell them to speak English, motherfucker. So at the end of the day, shout out to you, Kev. At the end of the day, bro, like we gotta hold you accountable somehow. And stop trying to make me feel bad for doing it. Because when you had your time here, you had your fun. You was doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do. We sat back saying, I can't wait till motherfucker get in office and get you motherfuckers. You found I can't wait to get you motherfuckers up out of here. You niggas gonna get it when Trump get back in office. Now you're getting got. It's your time. You had your fun. Now it's my fun. Now it's my turn to have my fun. Watch you get hauled away. I don't give a fuck about you crying, baby. It's over. It's over, baby. It's our turn. You had your fun. You did your due. They not stupid. They know it's time. Fuck out of here.
Everything is not the same. It's all not one thing.
But is it the law?
What is it? The law that what?
Is it a law to come
Is
over
there a
legally?
law?
Is there a law?
There are rules that are processes that you should follow. Yeah, so you're breaking rules. You're breaking the rules, but you're not necessarily breaking a law.
So what happens when you break the rules?
Then you get You suffer the consequences, but the consequences should not. Look, no one is saying no one should suffer the consequences. You guys are getting things mixed up. Okay, what we're saying is that you should not be brutalized or beaten up or treated inhumanely for even if a criminal act in America.
Just for any law.
For any law, whether it is the highest in the land.
Nah, you need that ass beat, man. You need that ass beat. All that time you was sticking them flags up and playing that loud ass music, driving like you in Mexico, bumping niggas. Yeah, you need that ass beat. Fuck out of here. We already gave you a chance to get up out of here, and we gonna pay for the ticket. You said no. Need that ass beat, man. You went into these warehouses. You treated people bad. You treated Americans bad. You told us to speak your language. Beat ass. He is crazy as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Kev, that nigga, hey, he crazy as a motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Beat ass, huh? Oh, he don't deserve to get his ass. Beat his ass, man. We are holding people accountable in this country, and at any measures at this point, because y'all did what y'all wanted to do. All we asked you to do is come here legally. Y'all did too much, bro. Y'all shut the spot up. Y'all fucked the spot up. Y'all had y'all time, but damn, everything come to an end, bro.
You still have due process. You're still innocent until proven guilty. Right.
No, we agree with all that.
But what's happening now is guilty until no proven. It doesn't matter. You're just guilty.
It's on both sides. But like,
nigga, if you don't have papers and you come here illegally, it's already proven that you're guilty. You're guilty of coming here illegally. That's what we're talking about. You're guilty of coming here illegally. Stop playing word games with shit that makes sense. Like, bro, you know what the fuck is going on. Why are you acting retarded? Why are you acting retarded? This nigga buns is glittered. You know what I'm saying? This is I think something go on wrong with niggas that get they biscuits buttered. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, Don, you need to stay out of people's face with this dumb shit, bro. We can see through the dumb shit. Stop playing with these people. They might speak a different language, but they not stupid, bro. This nigga holding you accountable, knowing damn well what you're saying is stupid. Yeah, you know, maybe. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Get them out of here, man. Don't try to make me feel no bad about this, bro. When they were doing what they were doing, they didn't make me. They didn't feel bad for me, huh? When I was working in warehouses, they was giving me hell. They didn't give a fuck. Why do I gotta care? Oh, you know, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. I thought you said it wasn't no border crisis. I thought you said it doesn't exist. I thought y'all said that, you know, the border is fine and perfect. Now all of a sudden you want to tell me more? Like, hey, now that we found out that it isn't perfect and that you were lying, now you want to tell me how to handle it. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here.
if you're going after someone that's breaking the law, right? So speeding or whatever, and they're lawfully pulling over and obeying your command, right? Then there's no issue. Are they going after people that are like calm and gentle?
Yes,
they are.
Yeah, they're
not resisting at all.
These people are. You just grab people and say, "Get on the ground and get in the car," and then someone will say, "Well, for what?"
They don't have warrants at all.
For no.
That's what people say. Yeah.
They don't have
warrants.
Nigga, you don't need no warrant. See, you bringing up. You're bringing up other shit other than what we need to hear about. What we need to hear about is you being illegal. Starts there. Are you illegal? Yes. Why the fuck are you still here? Because I want to be here. Get it in blood, nigga. Catch me when you can. I caught you. Get your bitch ass on the floor. Stop crying. I don't want to hear no crying. Get on the floor. You made me catch you. Right? All right. Let's see what you say, man. I'd be more weighted out in how they supported austerity measures. What the fuck? Measures in the USA because they are more used to it in their country, are suddenly surprised it's a different system. Hey, facts. Or how they allow others to abuse the Monroe Doctrine when it was meant for them. Is that I don't even know what the Monroe Doctrine is, but I think it's the when it was meant for them. I don't know, man. You Thomas, the attack engine, man. You attacking real nice, my boy. I need to get on my shit, bro. It seems like you know a lot of stuff. And I appreciate your commentary, man. But for me to further engage with your, you know, I'm always play your shit though, because you seem like you're onto something, but I ain't there yet, man. When I'm talking about the South Central shit, I'm from the hood, baby. Let me grow on that. Let me grow with that. But all I'm saying is that if you're talking about deportation, I fuck with you. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
No warrants.
No, when it comes.
Are you watching? Are you paying attention?
No, I don't.
We're watching
I mean, I
both
don't
sides.
believe the news.
No,
I can't watch the news because you don't know who's.
Well, I'm with you on that, but
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
just saying,
you're
I don't
not
know who
saying
knows.
no. You got to know. I love that you're talking to me and challenging me, but you have
I'm
to
not trying
know
to challenge you. I'm just trying to understand because you're saying misdemeanor and different levels of law. Just break it down to the most simplistic, right?
there are different levels of breaking the rules and what crime means.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I,
But there's
I
when you
think
break
that
the
when it
rules
comes
and break the
down,
laws, there's always
it's
a
like crime
penalty.
is crime. There can be different levels. And when I use Japan as an example, it's not because I'm just saying, coming from a country myself that is corrupted, that you see crime here is nothing compared to what you see over there. People hanging from bridges by the necks, some even with no head. Crime is the worst that you can see. Go to Mexico, and I don't mean Cancun. Go to Mexico, Central Mexico, the real Mexico. There's crime at the worst. So what I'm saying is it starts little, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger till it gets to the point where you can no longer live in a country like that.
Yeah.
And this is where the U.S. is heading. And I was telling my husband,
That's never going to happen in
I was telling
America.
my husband,
Ma'am, let me tell you, America's been around for hundreds of years. That's not going to happen in America.
I mean, anything.
See, that's a privilege. You think that it'll never happen in America. This is why y'all allowing bad shit to happen and knows there is no repercussion because you don't think it'll ever happen. It won't happen to me. It'll never happen to me. It will never get invaded. We are getting invaded right now in our fucking face. And by illegal immigration. You don't know who's here. We don't even fucking know who's here. This is how bad it got. This is how the last administration let these people in. We don't even know who we're here. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what type of problem we're gonna have until we have it. Because we've been so nice and don't push people on the floor, man. And then self-deport, baby. We got an app for you. Before I put you on the fucking floor, before I knock your ass out, I'm telling you, please leave. Before I embarrass you, please leave. Before I strip you away from your family, please leave, bro. We'll pay for it. And also, like, if you're really seeking asylum, shit, I got you. This apply for it. I'll fuck with you. No. They said fuck no. I'm here illegally, and I want to be illegal. At this point, you want to be illegal, so you're gonna get what's coming. Stop trying to make me feel bad for Trump doing his job. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. He's supposed to do his job. We got him in office for him to do his job, and for by any means, bro. Because we've been disrespected and overlooked, bro. This is the first time in history you got other countries. I don't know about the Chinese or anything of that nature. I wouldn't even say the Haitians coming here disrespecting this country. They waving a flag around, knowing damn well they ran from their country. Why'd you run if you so prideful? That's my question. If you so prideful, why'd you run? Why don't you stay your ass in your country? Why'd you run? If you're gonna be here, integrate. If you don't want to integrate, stay where the fuck you at, bro. You don't get to be here and disrespect us over and over and over while we sit there and take it, bro. We don't like getting fucked like Don Lemon, bro. All right, we don't like laying on our back, getting our buns greased. We don't want that no more. You feel what I'm saying? They act like it didn't happen in America, are just ignorant of history. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. History repeats itself if you allow it to. And we've seen it right now, dude. At the end of the day, we have to do something about it. We can't allow this to keep happening in this country. We're not a pushover country. The reason why we gain so much ground when it comes to geopolitics and things of that nature, and being the best country in the world, in my opinion, is because we're not pushovers, and we do hold people accountable. When we, by face value, we said that no one is above the law, right? And we meant that. Now it's totally different. Hillary Clinton and all these other dirty Democrats, cheated the system and still cheats the system to this day. George, all them other folks, right? Bill Gates, yeah, all of them. You know what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, they have cheated the system. But the ideology of America is holding everybody accountable, and you can come here and get a fair chance at life. But you got to do it the right way. If you do it the wrong way, we can't gift you that opportunity. We can't. Not when you stole it from other individuals, because there's a person. If you come here illegally and you're in Mexico, there's a person right next to you that's willing to do it legally. You skip the line. You said, fuck him. I need it more than him or her. And that's not right, bro. And it can be from any country that's going through worse than what you're going through. But you felt the need to skip the line. And once you do that, there's a whole bunch of repercussions that come with that. And you can't be scared of the repercussions or complain about the repercussions. That's just how it works. And I hate that I have to explain that to adults, because it's regular. It's normal. You should know that.
as possible.
It's not anything
Anything
is possible.
is possible.
The only thing that can make it go to the level that you're saying is if America becomes a dictatorship, an authoritarian nation, and that's what we're quickly
Mexico
becoming.
has never had any dictators. Mexico has never been.
Mexico is not a democracy in the sense that America is.
Okay, but the
Mexico,
thing
you're comparing two places that are not the same, and you're making my point by saying all of these bad things. Imagine if we allowed those things that happen in Mexico. Imagine what it would be like in America. You wouldn't want to come here. The reason you want to come here is because we protect our citizens. Yes.
Yes.
And it's better than any country because of our Constitution.
Keyword citizen, keyword Constitution. They're literally not, they're not citizens. Okay. You can call them migrants. I call them extraterrestrials. Okay. Because they're aliens, they ETs. We don't know you. Who are you? You it's an alien, right? I remember when we used to call them aliens. Now you're trying to illegal migrants. Come on, where did illegal alien go? That's what I want to know. No, illegal aliens. That's what I'm gonna call them. At the end of the day, bro, they're here because they did it the right way. These individuals here, and I appreciate these guys. Like we love legal immigration. We're not against immigration at all, but at this point, I would say that we need to hold off on that a little bit because this shit needs to be corrected. There's not enough American culture here. It's like we ain't wiped out. We got enough Hispanic restaurants. We understand what we done flip dipped and chipped the tortilla. We understand what the tortilla do. Okay, we we did a billion things with that tortilla. We know how to make it now. You bring your spices in, you bring your culture. Dun, 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 dun. We know what that sounds like now. We got it. We fuck with it. Good. When I want to hear it, I go to downtown LA. Stop taking over everything, my nigga. I was in Salt Lake City for a year and 6 months, bro. They was there before me. I'm like, what the fuck? They here too? I can't get away from these motherfuckers. Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, it's gonna piss me off. Now it's like, damn, bro. We can't go nowhere. I thought it was all white. You know what I'm saying? But I guess not. And there's a lot of Africans there too, but legal Africans. All right, they're legal Africans. All I'm saying is that give us some time to recuperate and restructure our culture because American culture is dying, bro. By immigration, it's dying. And we need to hold our culture strong because this is why America is so great, because of our culture and people want to integrate here. But you can't integrate here or act like you integrate here, but you're loyal to a different country. And I tell a lot of people this that's from Mexico or from a different country. And I was telling them this, what are you loyal to? So we got in war with your country. Who would you fight for? Who would you think is, oh, well, I don't know. Get the fuck out of here. Now I don't trust you. I don't trust you because I got family there. Why don't you stay there? Why don't you stay there, bro? Like at this point, it's getting that bad. We don't know who's near. You know, we're at war. You know, with the cartels. So who you with? That's what I want to know. If things get bad and we want, we might want to conquer a country. Since you come here so much, might as well use the resources and call it America. Who are you buying? Who you fighting with? We got intruders here who loyal to two countries. This is what's scary to me. It goes with the news. It goes with anybody that's outside the country that has dual citizenship elsewhere. Wink, wink. That I don't agree with. That I don't trust. And of that, I don't trust. So we need to look into that because this is how we keep our country strong. And we avoid that, there's gonna be a pain in our behind later on, man.
Because of the rules and the laws that we have in place, because it is a work in progress. It is seeking a more perfect union. It's not that we're perfect. And in order to seek a more perfect union, you have rules that you live by.
He said it himself because of the rules and the laws that we have in place. Exactly. Those rules and those laws are being broken left and right, and people are not being accountable, and it gets to the point where little by little starts growing and growing till it gets to a place where you can no longer live and be safe.
Yeah, I think that
and it's heading that way.
It only gets to a place like that if you have a country that doesn't have a constitution, and that where you have to treat people a certain way, and you have to innocent to proven guilty, due process. What do you have? Right. What do you have to prove to me that I am deserving of being sent?
You don't get to breach this country and say, bring me to your court, pay for my court date. And you're not a citizen, bro. I hate to bring it to you, but you don't deserve citizen rights when you breach this country. That's not how that works. You don't get to enjoy the fruits of our labor If you didn't come in this country respectfully, you breached this country. You're under the table, right? I'm not saying that like disrespectfully, but literally your life is under the table. You're not supposed to be here. You're using fake IDs, you're getting licenses, you're doing things illegally because you're not legally here. You're literally breaching the system. You're fucking up the system, bro. Like at this point, you don't deserve what do you say? Fair fucking what do you say? Fuck that dude said something. What do you say? He said that free and fair trial. At the end of the day, you don't deserve that because you're not an American. Those things are given to us. It's not given to everybody. You're not gonna crowd the system to where it's a million motherfucking illegal immigrants and we got to get them a free and fair trial over and over and over and over. No, you breached that. You exiled yourself from that. We're not trying to throw you in jail forever. What we're trying to do is send you back home. That's the worst thing to do. Like that, I think that's the beautiful thing to do for a country. You just getting sent back home. That's the worst thing you got. This is getting sent back home, but most of them are criminals and they don't want to go back home. Okay.
To a detention center and shipped out of the country. You don't have to do that in Mexico. You don't have to do that in Japan. That is a problem, and you should be concerned about it, especially if you live here in America. That should be concerning to you.
Coming from Mexico, what you said, no, they are doing exactly that. All the people that were not able to cross the border to come here, and I do see it as hypocrisy because you see Hispanics in here on the streets protesting when the exact same thing is happening in our own country in Mexico. People from Venezuela, people from Haiti, Cuba, all over the country in Mexico, they are doing mass deportations and they're using force. Nothing like you see here in the US. They're not pulling you over and checking out, let me see if you're legal to be here. No, they start beating you up and then they question you later.
We're there. That's happening.
Not even close.
No, ma'am, you have not. Close. Are you kidding me? Are you not watching what's happening? Are you not seeing the statistics?
Propaganda. You got to bring it to her. You got to scare her. Do you not see what's going on? Are you not read up? Listen to me. Let me be your news. Let me tell you what it is. These things are going on in this country. It's not. Otherwise, why do these people still come here? Why? Why do they still come here? Like at this point, bro, having laws is disrespectful to these Democrats. Having laws and actually abiding by them is disrespectful to these Democrats, man. And I don't understand. I don't understand why we play into this shit. Why do we play into it? Why do I care about what the Democrats say at this point? They allowed this country to fall. So why do I care about anything they have to say about anything? You know, but I understand free speech, but I also understand holding people accountable. All right. And this is the last video I'm gonna play. We're gonna get into Joe Rogue, Mr. Rogie, and he's entitled to his opinion, and he did help Trump get elected. So I do hold some type of loyalty to him. He is of a great mind, especially fighting back against COVID. But the fact that he feels some type of way about deportation and how they doing it, it shows the humanity in him. But also, you got to understand there's repercussions to people's actions. All right, we're gonna get into it.
The way it looks is horrific. When you're just arresting people in front of their kids and just normal, regular people that have been here for 20 years, that everybody who has a heart can't get along with that.
No.
Everybody who has a heart sees that and goes, that can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be the only way to do this.
Right.
Because you have to think, look, yeah, we have to have a border. Yes, it should have been secure. Yes, they should make sure you know who everybody is before they get in.
Yeah.
But when people been here for 20 years, like, come on, man. That's crazy. Like,
yeah.
Okay, Rogan. Okay, Mr. Rogan. They've been here for 20 years. Why couldn't they get there? Why couldn't they be legal? Why couldn't they try to get their legal citizenship? It's like they want you to feel bad for bad behavior, and this is how the Black community have turned the way it is, because there's always wherever there's a bad community that's mutilating each other, genociding each other in a womb, as far as abortion and things of that nature, there's always a Democrat somewhere near saying that it's okay, it's not your fault, just keep doing what you're doing, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Why stop there? Come on now. There's always a Democrat somewhere playing on somebody's emotions. You don't know why she did that. You don't know why we don't care at this point. If a person been here for 10 years, 20 years, why haven't they went through with getting their citizenship? Why? Don't rip the parents away from the children. At this point, you should have did what you're supposed to do to make sure that you don't get ripped from your children. Whose responsibility is it to get their citizenship? Get that shit squared away. You don't, especially if it's just not responsible. I can't get mad at people holding them accountable for what they're supposed to do, especially as an illegal immigrant. If I know I'm illegal, I'm not going to do stuff I'm not going to keep building a family. That's kind of selfish to my family. I'm not going to keep building the family to where I know I'm going to get taken away from them and then point at the people that's taking me away from my family for breaking the law. I'll blame the people for that because they're not, like I said, they're not stupid people. They may speak a different language, but they're not stupid. They know what they do. They know what they're doing. Most of them are creating asylum fraud, citizenship fraud because they're having children trying to implant, and that's just not for Mexican, bro. It's for everybody. They come here illegally and birth children here. All right, and this is like a organization that goes on. It has to stop. You have to stop playing with this country, bro. For like I said, for every extreme, there's another extreme. You don't get to pick and choose how people react to the extreme that's happening to them. That's not how it works. Mentally, that's not how it works. If you want to keep it sane and nice and neat, you don't do shit that causes disruption within the system. Now, if you do it too much, then where people start noticing, right? Because not everybody was against illegal immigrants, okay? But the more you keep doing the shit, and now people are starting to see it, people that was comfortable with it and okay with it, now people are starting to say, okay, it's too much. Okay, I guess we're not doing nothing about it. Okay, now they're down there in my community. Okay, I just got robbed by one. Okay, somebody just got killed by one. Okay, somebody just got raped by one. Okay, now, okay, I'm done. I'm done playing now. And the same thing with black fatigue, illegal immigration fatigue. God damn it. Most people are okay with it. But when you keep doing it over and over and over, people get, I'm done. I'm okay. I'm okay with them getting caught up and getting up out of here. I'm okay with it. I'm sorry. Y'all did too much. And it's on them to understand that don't do too fucking much, bro. Don't do too much. Don't be inviting cousins, having babies next to the cousin, going to the warehouses, treating everybody funny, stumping your flag around, knowing that when you're illegal. Obviously, you don't give a fuck about getting caught. You don't think it never happened. It's like a kingpin who keep buying Ferraris and buying houses next to houses and that and don't have no source of income. Nigga, you want to get caught. You want to get caught. I'm sorry. Don't cry when a nigga get caught. They say, well, he had a family the whole time. That's a kingpin, sir. Yeah, but he had a family. Come on, he was at the park with his family. Come on, bro. Y'all. This is how you breed more crime, right? This is why the black community is so fucked up, because you got people like this trying to understand why they do what they do, other than saying stop fucking doing that shit, bro, and come with consequences. Because somebody got to hold we did enough trying to understand this shit. We did enough. At some point, it's not no understanding. It's not no more understanding. We got to make a change. Sorry.
Find a way. If they've been productive members of society for 20 years, no criminal record, they worked the entire time, they paid taxes, find them a pathway to citizenship. Find a way where you can do this thing that you want to do, but also have a fucking heart. Because if you don't, you're not going to get anybody on your side. If you're doing this stuff publicly, throwing women to the ground, handcuffing people just for existing on the wrong side of the dirt.
Yeah.
Not a criminal. Not the only crime they ever committed was coming over here as a kid.
Yeah.
They probably didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
A lot of kids got snuck across when they were already born in Mexico, and they've grown up their entire life in America.
Good. Go home. So what? So what? At this point, we look back then, maybe when there was not that many millions of them, like we could probably talk about it. But dude, it's too fucking much. Like I said, for every extreme, there's another extreme. We can't go at this attacking with so much heart to where we're not getting shit done. Like, damn, okay, let's look at every case, and we can't do that shit. It's too many. I'm sorry. Our country is under attack. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? Come on, man. People on your side. You playing politics with real life problems. We don't give a fuck about politics. What's the country? What's politics without a country? That's literally what I'm asking you. What's politics without a country? If you sitting here keep worrying about everything about how somebody feel and getting people on your fucking side, what are we going to get done? At this point, we don't give a fuck about getting people on our side. Talk nice. You're losing people's feelings. I don't give a fuck anymore at this point. I don't care. Because like I said, when you bring in illegal immigration, who is it affecting the most? Impoverished people. And it's not just black people. When it went to Ohio, when some talking about they was eating cats and shit like that, which came from the community, the Haitians were eating cats and things of that nature. Who was it affecting? It's not just black people it's affecting. Okay, if you're impoverished, it's affecting you. Okay, our fellow American people, we have to protect them at all costs. All right, they've been sitting here getting fucked over and over and over. At this point, somebody got to do something about it, bro. And we can't sit there with a heart, with our heart on our sleeves, trying to fix a problem, bro. That's not how it works. We have been breached. We don't know who's in our country. Look at it like it's a public safety issue. You can't just sit here and play games and play heart games with people that's trying to fix a problem. I honestly believe that this problem should have never existed. If they kept it real, we wouldn't be here. If they did their job, we wouldn't be here. You should be mad at the people who lied to us as American people. You should be lied to the individuals. You should be mad at the individuals who lied to the individuals who are here illegally, saying that you will never get held accountable. You can sit there and be an asylum, be in a sanctuary city and never get held accountable for what you did. Get mad at them. Don't get mad at the people that's doing their fucking job. All right, Mr. Joe Rogan, I don't care about that hard shit. I feel bad for people who get locked up. I guess I don't know what the fuck, like, but you know what you did. It's not like these people are dumb and they're just like, I just stumbled across a country and I fell here. Everything was intentful. They did it with intent, so they knew that there's a possibility of repercussions. So how could you get mad at somebody that's holding them accountable? I don't get it. It's not like they dumb. If they was retarded, yeah, I feel bad. Like, damn, they probably didn't know. These people came here on purpose. On purpose. Chose not to get the citizenship on purpose. Said, I'm here for 20 years. I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I'm going to fit in. You can't do that. You can't do that. I'm sorry. You can't do that. Nowhere in any other country, you can't do that. Be fair. Why do we have to sit here and accept that shit? Just because we want to be nice? We're not Canada, bro. I don't want no Canadian bacon. I'm an American, baby. I hold people accountable. It's simple. Hold people accountable. I'm not going to allow this shit to keep happening. And I have to wear my heart on my sleeves and feel like, what about us? Why can't we be selfish for once? Just like all these other countries fucking us over with tariffs. Why can't we fucking hold them accountable? Why? Because it's going to make who gives a fuck? I don't care anymore. As long as we getting fucked, everybody's quiet. Everybody's okay with America's getting fucked. You have money. You have this. It's like robbing a rich person. And said, well, he's just going to buy more. I don't have any more. I don't have any more fucks to give. I'm sorry. Until we fix the problem, we can start allowing more people to come in here and do it right. Be fair. Be fucking fair. All I'm asking you to do is be fair. You come in our communities, wave your flag around, speak your language. Don't speak English. Fuck English. Don't burn our fucking flags. Run around in downtown LA skirt, popping willies, doing absurd shit and expecting us not to say anything to you. That's not right. But what gives them the gall to do it? It's Democrats that have a heart. They fuck you over with your heart. Oh, this allow it, man. Come on, feel for them, man. But they won't do that in their fucking country, though. They won't do it in theirs. They ran from their country, but they come here and fuck with us. But we gotta accept it. We're not hurting them. We don't want them to die, but we want them to go back home. What's so wrong with that? Tell me what's wrong with that, dude. I just want you to go home. I don't want you to die, lose your life. I just want you to go fucking back home. That's all I'm asking you to fucking do, bro. And you keep getting mad about, y'all keep crying about how they doing it. There's an app of deportation. You can self-deportate. You can deportate yourself without me putting my hands on you. Get a free plane ticket back home. You can do that. There's an option. There's other options. You can't complain about them getting caught up in the repercussions to that. If they have other options, if there was no other option, they just treating them bad. I have a right to say, okay, you have a right to say they're getting treated bad. Something's wrong. Why are they treating them like that? PM, what's up, brother? American of Mexican descent from South Central, also a conservative. Just found you in Sud. My grandparents came here legally. I fly American flag and only American flag. I respect you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother. That's all it's about. Integrate here. If I was in Mexico, bro, and it's not just I'm speaking this shit because just because I'm an American and I'm holier than thou, bro. No, I'm from South Central. I'm a hood dude, bro. But I understand that it just let's bring it to hood shit. You don't go in nobody's hood and you wearing a blue rag and they bloods, you gonna get your ass whooped. Something gonna happen to you. You come in there respectfully. I'm not from here. Great. Please, I'm just trying to get something from the store. I don't want my ass whooped. I'm sorry. They come here and be disrespectful. Like, bro, why are we being so respectful to you? We take it upon ourselves to be disrespectful to you, but you okay with being disrespectful to us, right? Shout out to you, Patriot. Shout out to you, bro. We're tired. We have look. My thing is this: we're Americans, bro. There's only so much we could fucking take to where we stop giving a fuck. I'm happy that Trump came in and did his job because it was getting to a point to where it's like, what the fuck do we do at this point? If Trump ain't in the office and this shit keep going on, they keep gaslighting us saying that this shit doesn't exist. Our country is not being breached. The border is fine. What are we supposed to do? How do we resolve this issue? Because nobody else is listening. The ones that we're paying to solve it, who's having backdoor funding from everywhere else, what are we supposed to fucking do? What are they supposed to do? They don't want to integrate. They want to take over. Enough is enough. Facts. But we're not trying to radicalize ourselves. We're trying to let our countrymen do their job. We're trying to let ICE do their job. But what if ICE is not doing their job? What are we supposed to do? And my thing is that it's something in me that I care about my countrymen. I don't want them to feel bad. All right. I don't want people to feel bad about how other people are getting treated and things of that nature. But yeah, but there's a yin and a yang to things. I understand accountability and I understand how the law works. Yes, it may be a bad thing, but I don't feel bad because they knew what they were doing when they was doing it. Right? It's like a black person going to jail. I don't give a fuck about you being black, nigga. If you did something wrong, go to jail. Sorry. George Floyd, bitch. Was you fucking with people? Yes. Okay. Were you causing crime? Yes. You get what you get. What we crying for? What am I sad for? Why? Stop fucking causing crime. They won't fuck with you. It's that simple. But people are so tied to feeling someone other than understanding that we're getting rid of a problem, bro. I'm trying to save a country here. You talking about feelings. I'm not saying we need a dictator, but nigga, we need somebody that's gonna be straightforward. Yeah, I feel bad, but nigga, you gotta go. I'm sorry. Yeah, you had a family, nigga, but you gotta go. Sorry. Yes, you did this, but nigga, you gotta go. Sorry. You feel bad after. I feel bad after. Well, goddamn, like being in war. We're literally at war. Our country has been breached. Damn, I had to unalive the kid. He had a rocket launcher. Oh, I feel bad after, but neutralized. Thank you. Now my unit gets to go back home. It might fuck with me, but I have to do what the fuck I have to do to make sure that we are alive, to keep this country going. I can't have feelings when I'm doing a job, bro. I can't have feelings. This don't come with feelings. This come with results. Sorry, bro. I come with results, man.
They can't even speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And they could get sent back.
You're describing exactly the reality, and there just isn't.
No one gets on board with that, man. No one with a heart.
No, I mean, the only way you can get on board with it is you have to essentially go like pure Machiavellian. Here's the argument, and the way I just gave an argument for Marxism, which I am not a Marxist. I heard a great interview with the guy running ICE on NPR, which I thought was wild. NPR had him on, and they gave him a fair interview. I figured they would be all up his ass. So his defense of the Machiavellian tactics that are being employed right now is that he apparently has worked as some kind of border agent for 20 years. He says, you could hear it in his voice, man. It fucked him up. He's like, I've seen the back of trucks filled with dead bodies. Oof. You know what I mean? With children there who died, no oxygen. I've seen these horrors. If we give any semblance of compassion or mercy for the people who've been here for 20 years, for the people with kids, the kids who get any loophole that we convey is going to produce more people trying to come over the border. And many of those people are going to get killed. They're going to, they're drowned. There will be many deaths because of this, not to mention the drug smuggling and all that stuff. And so every time the NPR reporter would push back with the human rights compassion angle, his take is, yeah, but which do we pick? Which do we choose? Creating some way for people to stay in the United States who came here as kids and do the nuanced, compassionate thing, but it gives the impression to the rest of the world, and that gets X amount of people killed.
exactly what I was saying, man. At the end of the day, we got a job to do. It's just that simple. We got a job to do. We ain't got time to be all sad and things. I got a job to do, man. Child trafficking has been going on. Nobody talks about it. Kids being sold to, I don't know how many people that the Trump administration have found, how many kids the Trump administration has found. And he said there's dead babies going around that's been mutilated, right? I have a job to do. I can't sit here and play this tit for tat, your heart versus my heart. We don't give a fuck. How can you be human? This liberal aspect, like, I get it. Like, you need that in a country to survive. We need a little bit of everything. But at this point, we're at war, bro. We're at war. I don't got time to be thinking about that. I got shit to do. Sorry, I got shit to do. You can sit here and cry all you want. Things need to be done because Trump only got what, 3 more years, 2 more years? Like, we don't got time to be playing, dude. I gotta make a difference now. And all this sad shit ain't gonna do nothing for me or this country because sad shit got us in this situation. The compassionate bullshit and playing on people's hearts got us in this bullshit, bro. And I'm trying to get us up out of it. I will be the enemy to do what's right. Nobody likes the father. Okay, we whooping that ass. I'm sorry. You need to be held accountable, son. Dad, I don't like getting my ass whooped. You will understand later. This is literally what this is right now. You understand later. Somebody needs their ass whooped. We need to whoop ass. I don't got time to be sitting here worried about you crying, son. You need to learn accountability. I need to instill it in you so you don't become one of them dumbass niggas out in the hood, bro. I need to instill that in you. I need to instill structure. It's not fun. It's not even fun for the father. It's something I need to do. Okay? It's something I need to do. It's not a fun for me. But it have to go. And this is your wife talking to you. But don't do this to him. You don't understand. Sorry. Right now, daddy got to do what daddy got to do. Sorry. Okay?
That many people die. That was his take on it, which is why they're doing
They're
this.
still going to have human trafficking. And if you've got a very closed border and you give amnesty, they're going to figure out a way to get people in.
That was his
people are going to die
argument.
doing it.
When he was talking about like all the awful shit he's seen and you hear it in his voice,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, maybe I don't completely agree with your point of view, but I can understand where you're coming from there. And yet, when you see this in practice, you know, when it's not an NPR interview and you see the videos you've been seeing and everyone else has been seeing, then you realize like okay, sure, but there must be a way to do this that doesn't involve ripping parents out of their communities, away from their children, that doesn't involve like actually removing people who've been contributing to society, to American society, from American society, sending people.
But my thing is this, that I think the liberals put us in a situation. I don't think they always do this though. It's like when you fix a problem, they point out how you fix it. Well, y'all setting a trap for us, bro. Like either way we wrong, right? Either way we wrong. If you're just thinking day to day, bro. Like if you're a Trump supporter, but you're a Trump supporter based off of the ethics of saving this country, they think you're racist. They paint it as racism, right? If you're a law-abiding citizen and you want guns, right? They take it as, oh well, you must be against you want to kill people, right? You're against people's safety. It's like they manipulate people into believing that we're just terrible people, and you're gonna be terrible either way. So this is why I feel what people are saying as far as the ICE agents or the borders are, right? Tom Homan, I think. Yeah, Tom Homan. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be looked at as terrible anyway. But y'all don't know what really goes on, right? You don't see those pictures of those dead bodies that he was speaking about. You don't see those children that he had to rescue when it comes to this this diabolical industry of selling children. You don't see that, right? But we're sitting here judging him. Right, they shouldn't have put their kids in that position. Facts, 100%. Let's throw that up there. I want people to see this, man. I want people to see this. Exactly, they shouldn't have put their children in that position. But no, especially nowadays, people don't know accountability. People don't understand accountability. They don't want to be accountable, and they have a liberal mindset of they could do no wrong. Yeah, I did it, but I want you to understand why I did it. Yeah, I broke the law, but I needed to. Okay. There's no excuses, because if I make an excuse for you, I got to make excuses for her, him, them, whatever, right? Everybody has their own situation of why they breached the country, but that's not allowed, right? It's not okay, because like I said, and I keep referring back to the black community. They have a reason why I fuck up. They have a reason why they steal. Well, they were underprivileged. Okay. So guess what? Now you create a lawless fucking city. Now, guess what? Now we're feeding on one another. Guess what? Now, who gonna come save us now? Because there ain't no referees. There ain't no referees gonna stop this shit. So where does law come? Then when law come and they busting down windows and they busting down and they collecting gang members. Hey, you can't go in their community. You're supposed to exit. You're not supposed to apply to National Guard. So you can solve the issue. You can solve it. So why are you telling me how to solve it? You didn't have the answers, Sway. You can't give me the answers. You didn't have it. So guess what? That makes me bring other situations in. We bring in law and order. You're not going to like it. Nobody likes structure. Nobody likes structure, especially if you're not used to being structured or used to having structure. When structure comes, it doesn't feel good. Nobody likes it. Stay home. Go in the house. Martial law. Our country is being breached. Nobody likes to be told to go home at 8 o'clock and go the fuck home and stay home. Nobody likes that. Everybody likes freedom. You get what I'm saying? And I love freedom. But at the end of the day, if you're in a war zone, nigga, it's going to be like that. I'm sorry. You want to stay alive? It's going to be like that. If your country is being breached, it's going to be like that. I'm sorry. I don't agree with it, but it happens. This is life. We have been too comfortable with bad shit happening around us to where Charlie Kirk get killed and shit like that. We move on. Like, it's just normal. That shit's not supposed to be normal. That's not supposed to be good. Nobody's supposed to see that shit. But we're becoming so desensitized. It's like shit. We don't know what structure is. Anything can happen. You got people laughing about him being murdered. You got people joking about the shit, kicking over candles, making gestures. That's just not normal. But we need structure. We need to bring this shit back in, and we're not going to like it. We're not going to like it. I promise you, we're not. Right? Certain things get taken away due to dysfunctionality. Fuck. We got to get this shit back structured, bro. You're not going to like it.
People to other countries when they can't even speak the language.
Yeah.
I did not ever anticipate seeing that on TV on a regular basis.
Me either, man. Me either. It's shocking.
I really thought they were just going to go after the criminals. I really thought there was enough gang members and enough people.
Go and then turn the TV off. It's simple. Turn the TV off, bro. Turn the TV off. If it fuck with you so much, turn it off. It's not for you. Sorry. At this point, and I keep bringing this point up because this is very vital when it comes to them feeling bad. They have a right to self-deportate themselves, right? I just said it two times. They have a right to send themselves back home, and we pay for it. You get a ticket, a free ride home, and you have a right to become a citizen, right? That's something that they could do. They choose not to take that. Why do they choose not to take that? Right? It has to be. There's a middle ground where, okay, they're here, got it. They breached the system, got it. They settled here, got it. They got family here, right? But guess what? They know that they're illegal. Not just us. They're not stupid. They know that they're illegal. You give them a solution. Hey, I'm gonna need you to self-deport because, hey, look, man, we're not taking no more of that illegal shit, man. We're not dealing with that anymore. You say no. I'm not taking that deal. I'd rather take my chances than you catch me. Once you get caught, you cannot complain about how you get caught or when you get caught. It's just that simple. You know you're illegal. It happens. I'm sorry. It happens everywhere in every other country. To me, you too liberal when it comes to this situation, Mr. Joe Rogan. I thought they were just going to talk about. I thought that they was going to take the criminals, bro. They are criminal. Sorry, they are criminal. The ones who breach this country is a criminal. I'm sorry. You don't want to look at it that way. Fine, be liberal as you want to be, but there's a problem. Okay, there's a problem. We have to solve it. And your feelings, it does not supersede the solution to this problem.
People, MS-13 members and whatever they were looking for, that they're wanted, they would go after those guys.
Dude, I
that's what I thought, right? But how many gang members have they actually arrested?
No idea. But you see how, and I hate using this word because the word is getting thrown around so much, and it's a stupid. Well, you didn't say that word. I'll say authoritarianism. Yeah. You see how authoritarianism, when it begins to emerge, you see how it slowly creeps in, and how there's a great many people directly impacted by people who have crossed the border without using the right protocol, and in a horrific way. And there are gangs that have been in apartment complexes. There's people who've seen those videos too.
Right.
And they're like, fuck yeah. Yeah. And also a lot of people who got citizenship the regular way went through fucking hell to get citizenship here. They're also like, fuck them. They're cutting in line, these motherfuckers. They're gumming up the system. They're making it so that we who are following the rules, not only it's taking us longer, but also now we have to deal with ICE too. So those people are pissed.
The only way to do it would be where you could get everyone on your side. Borders are closed, and we're going to find out who's committed felonies. Who out of the people that are illegal that have committed felonies. And if you've committed X amount of felonies, you have to leave the country.
Yeah.
Right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you've been here for 25 years, you have a family, your kids go to school here, you speak the language, you're just illegal. But you're a contributing member to the community that up until now has been protected. This is crazy to ask lower income and middle income people who are, kind of getting by. And then all of a sudden you're about to ship them to a country where they've never been. They haven't been since they were 4.
Yeah.
And you're gonna pull up their family,
bro. That the law is the law, bro. I'm sorry that you feel that way, Mr. Rogan, but the law is the law, bro. Like I'm sorry. At some point, you can't when you make adjustments for specific people. What is the law? What is the law? Same thing with the summer of love. When you got people breaking the law, you create a protected class of lawbreakers. How can you enforce the law on other people? They're gonna feel like you're a hypocrite. Don't talk to me when you ain't talking to them. And they have every right to say that. Don't fucking talk to me if you didn't talk to them. Don't try to hold me accountable if you didn't lock up Hillary Clinton. Nigga, okay, enough people thought that way, the government will be shut down because you can't control everybody. All right. You have to manipulate people to still comply to a system that's broken. All right. So if he make rules for everybody else, but enforce it on everybody else, what would you say then? What would you say then? At this point, you have to. The law is always what you go to when you can't make it. When you don't have discernment. When you're too emotional to go back to the law. Hey man, are they wrong for being here? Yes. I don't give a fuck how long. I don't care about the situation. I don't care. Every situation is critical. Everybody might be going through something. You cannot sit here and make rules for and enforce it on. Make extra rules for the person that you like. Maybe he was here and he integrated. I get it, but at the end of the day, it's still wrong. It's still wrong. Sorry, it's still wrong. No matter what you say or what you do. If anything, you should get mad at the Democrats for breaching this country to where now these people that have been here for 20 years, now they've been ultra looked at. Like now it's their fault. They get now the Democrats are the reason why they're getting looked at. Not us. They could have been. They've been here for 20 years, not being fucked with. Now when you do too much, like I said, when you be too disrespectful, you're doing too much. You want to be seen. Hey, I'm here now. Knowing down when you're illegal. Come here. Come here. Let me check your status. Come here. You can't get mad at them for saying, come here. You chose to do that. The people that these people voted for made it a thing. Okay. They could have got away scot-free. I promise you they could have. If you're not bothering nobody, I promise you could have. But also you're taking away from American people, man. It's not fair to the American people that we have people around us that don't deserve to be here, but you want to hold us accountable for every goddamn thing that we do. We pay you to keep this country clean, bro, as far as laws and holding shit together as far as our borders. But if you sitting there allowing it to be breached because y'all own whatever you like, because you cool with it, you disrespecting our country as well, man. All right, bro, got to sit down for dinner. Keep posting and going live. I hope you see at 100K. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Man, hopefully, bro. I appreciate you, man. But I'm about to close out as well, man. I need to eat, man. I need to get ready for work, man. So, ready for work tomorrow. All right. I already went to work. All right, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Let me know what you guys think, man. Was I on the right page? Am I hitting the right button, man? Because at the end of the day, like we got to save our country, man. And I do understand Rogan. I do want to be super strict about the law and don't want to understand Rogan and hold him accountable because but I do understand what he's saying. All right, and that's it's clean for Americans to have deep conversations, but also understand why we feel the way that we feel. I don't think he's wrong for feeling the way he feels, right? But somebody got to do something, man. For every extreme, there's another extreme. It just makes sense. If you got people breaching our country, what do we by the millions? What you gonna have to create a structural system to get them all out, and it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna look ugly because there's a lot of. I mean, now we target. It look like we targeting them now. You got too many people getting. You got people with masks now protecting themselves and trying to get them out of here. It look bad, but what do? Right? There's a balance for everything, but for every extreme, there's another extreme. That's the only way I could explain it, man. Who's wrong? Who's right? I don't know. You guys let me know, man. South Central, we out.